Hi, welcome in. This is Assembling the Sandwich Generation, where I'm building the blog while living the reality. Thanks for stopping in. In this vlog, I'd like to chat about the making of the Sandwich Generation blog post entitled, I Am an Author, followed by an audio reading of that post. Inspired by my podcast, Ain't Gonna Be Sandwich, hosted by Amy Para, I decided to video record this introduction again. Check the description for the link to that podcast. When the idea of this post came to mind, I felt ready to acknowledge that I am an author. I've written 10 posts at this point, coming up with the idea, outlining, writing, editing, going through the process. What I've learned is that people in the sandwich generation are suffering quietly. We're not speaking out enough, and I'd like to encourage that. Going hand in hand, we are hard on ourselves. Venting is needed, friends. With these takeaways in mind, I'd like to read The Sandwich Generation post entitled, I Am an Author. Enjoy. Wait a minute. Before I begin the reading of this post, we'd like to take a moment to celebrate reaching 100 subscribers on Assembling the Sandwich Generation.
We'd like to thank you, the subscribers, for consistently watching and helping the channel grow. And of course, thanks to all the viewers as well. We have a lot more planned and look forward to sharing it all with you.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. I'm excited to watch the channel continue to grow with you, the viewers.
So, how about that reading?
Yeah, it's time to get to it.
And now my father presents I Am an Author.
I am an author. When I embarked on this writing journey, I declared that I was not an author. Instead, I expressed that I was a father, a son, a husband. I named myself a member of the sandwich generation with a lot of stories to share, paired with the inkling that readers might be able to relate. This is my purpose. I want to relate to and interact with readers. I am writing these posts with the hope that I find common ground with others. As you well know, being the middle slice of the sandwich is hard, and we are often pressed between the needs of the older and younger generations. Relating to each other may not remove the schedules, but it might reduce the stress knowing we aren't going it alone. Even in the darkest of times, you aren't going it alone. Always reach out for help, friends. The Sandwich Generation surpassed 1,000 views in 25 days with the publishing of my 8th post, The Greatest Show on Earth. I'm pleased to let you know that currently we are at 2.5 thousand views. I am fulfilled with the knowledge this blog is being read. Many thanks go out to you for your support. If you haven't subscribed, I would greatly appreciate it. After entering tips for achieving a successful blog into a Google search, I now understand I don't want to sacrifice my craft or my expression for blog popularity. I'm not interested in search engine optimization. I'm not keen on including the phrases reduce stress or how to in my titles in order to make them more visible. I'm content writing from the heart, and I'm hoping you feel that. When the heart told me to title a post in Spanish last week, I followed that instinct. I want to continue to write the way I see just, hoping you find its value, thoughtfulness, and vulnerability. To that point, I'd like to share some things I have learned about myself thus far in my first 10 posts. I would like also to share what I've learned from commenters and other members of the sandwich generation who have approached me personally. Number 1. There are many people in the sandwich generation not speaking out about feeling sandwiched. This assertion comes from the fact that I have had numerous readers approach me and start a conversation about their kids and parents without having discussed the topic previously. I get it. Life moves fast. There isn't always time to process. We are being pressed and depleted of our resources. Now that I've noticed the squeeze myself, it feels good to share and get other people thinking, talking, and venting. Let's rip the Band-Aid off and keep chatting about our struggles, friends. Always feel welcome to comment below. 2. The structure of each family's sandwich generation is unique. I'm learning how many different familial possibilities there are through my conversations with readers. My structure of the sandwich generation is a widowed mother, no siblings for me to lean on, plus 2 adult children in college. I have spoken to readers about 2 married parents, divorced parents, parents in assisted living. The alternatives are endless, yet we share so many fundamental concerns. There are a lot of parallels to be drawn here. Even when our circumstances are different, we are so very much the same. 3. We are hard on ourselves. I find it important to have goals and I want to achieve them, and I must admit that leads me to being hard on myself. I don't think I give myself enough grace at times. After writing the post, The Guilt-Free Social Life, 2 of my best friends reacted to the guilt of leaving their kids with sitters to socialize without their children. I am lifelong friends with these men, yet we have never spoken of this topic before. I'm reflecting and realizing how much every one of us deserves that social life. Friends, you deserve time and you deserve grace. 4. Peers have quality suggestions and want to support one another. I was talking to a colleague earlier this week and he asked me how this blog was going. I told him 2 stories about readers I know personally and how they reached out to discuss their stories. He processed this and said, "Congrats on your success." He understood the mission. Similarly, readers who have left suggestions here understand the importance of community. I've also received terrific support from people outside the sandwich generation. That empathy goes a long way. A sincere thank you for your contributions. When I embarked on this writing journey, I declared that I was not an author. Over time, I felt like I have found a voice and found a groove. As I continue to hone this skill, I will allow myself the following victory: I am an author. Thank you so much for listening to my audio vlog, I Am an Author. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. New audio vlogs will be posted here regularly. If you have any stories about feeling sandwiched, please share them in the comments below. I'd like to invite you to visit my blog, The Sandwich Generation. Please find the link in the description. I post new material there first and weekly, so please check it out. Please also watch my podcast appearance, Ain't Gonna Be Sandwiched, hosted by Amy Para. The link is in the description. Thanks for joining me on Assembling the Sandwich Generation, where I'm serving up stories from the middle slice. Until next time.